Afternoon. Come. Weekend effect. I'll take just 45 minutes. Right. See here. Today we will discuss about the climatology. See, generally in the climatology, these are the topics that are there. There are certain topics. Now, the types of questions that are being asked. Types of questions. Types of questions are, I told you, there will be a static based question. There will be a tricky type of questions. There will be exceptional questions. Tricky type of questions, rule based questions. That is a rule based questions. Rule based questions. Second is tricky type of questions. Tricky type of questions. Tricky questions. And exceptional questions. Exceptional questions. Exceptional questions. These we have seen 40 to 50 percentage. 40 to 50 percentage. And your 0 to 10 percentage. 0 to 10 percentage. In the year 2010, okay, first of all, which book has to be referred? Which book? For geomorphology, Sarvinder Singh is enough. Okay, when in climatology, I'll give the handouts. That is more enough than for the climatology. But mainly here there is one more topic called as an applied climatology and some unorthodox areas where the questions have been started asking. Okay, that is mainly in the climatology. Your book will be D.S. Lal. D.S. Lal book. The book. Okay, D.S. Lal. So there are certain unorthodox questions. Actually, it is not there. UPSC has broken the topics into major topics into smaller and minor topics, and they have asked. So let us see one example of climatology. Like for example, you see, there was a question on hydrological cycle. Hydrological cycles. Hydrological cycle. 1. And there is one question, there is a syllabus, types of precipitation and distribution. Types of precipitation and distribution. And distribution. Types of precipitation and distribution. Okay, so UPSC is breaking this. Actually, UPSC is breaking this. Actually, what happens? There is a condensation and precipitation topic. This is here only. There is a condensation and precipitation. Precipitation topic. What did the UPSC did? Actually, see here. What are these here? These topics are, there is a humidity. Topic humidity. Humidity is there. Condensation and dew point. Humidity. Humidity. Condensation and dew point. and dew point. Okay, and form of condensations. Forms of condensation. See, this whole topic, condensation topic, is divided how many subtopics they have divided. This formation of or forms of condensation. Forms of condensation is a form of condensation. Actually, this form of condensation, there are two. One, clouds. The one is fog. So UPSC is breaking these topics and they are trying to give these topics now. We need to understand the subtopics also. Like here only, there is one more topic called as a process of precipitation, Bourgeois theory. There is a Bourgeois theories. So we'll study about that also. Process of precipitation. Precipitation. The process of precipitation. Okay, and types of precipitation. What happens? This is a process of precipitations, and there is a types of precipitation and distribution of precipitation. Its variability. Variability in form of space as well as time, both. I told you yesterday that we have to see the geography from the space perspective and time perspective. And also, there are three types of syllabus has been divided into three types like this. And it has been divided like this. The whole climatology, there are three types. One, traditional topics, traditional topics, traditional topics. Okay. Second is advanced topics, advanced topics, that is rules and rules based topics. These are rule based topics, right? Rule based topic. Third is applied climatology. Applied climatology. Applied climatology. Applied climatology. So if you look at the traditional topics, what are the traditional topics? First, temperature and pressure belts. Temperature and pressure belts. Pressure belts. Temperature and pressure belts are there. Okay, of the world. This is your basic topics. Second is heat budget. Heat budget. That is a basic topic. Okay, traditional topics these are. Budget, 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 right? Third is atmospheric circulation. Atmospheric, atmospheric circulation. Meridional circulations. These are both zonal and meridional circulations will be there. You heard? Zonal and meridional circulations. Zonal and meridional. Meridional circulations. See, generally when you are studying about this heat budget, for example, what do you generally the expectations UPSC, how the climate change impacts this heat budget? Heat budget act as a phenomena of generally, no, it is a gives of feedbacks. Okay, it is a natural system where there are inputs, there are outputs. So it gives the feedbacks also, feedback mechanism. Maybe positive feedback mechanism, maybe negative feedback mechanism. So what is the role of global warming on its heat budget? There is a positive role, there is a negative role also. So all the positives and negatives we need to see. Clear? One. So atmospheric circulation, there are meridional circulation, zonal circulation. Actually, when you study, what are the factors? See, there was a question. What are the factors that are affecting these winds? Okay, there was one question, and also there was a question on explain the meridional and zonal circulations of the wind. So people do not know what to write at that time when the question was asked, because it is a subtopic. It is a subtopic, so people were not prepared. But now we will prepare each and every subtopics also. Okay, that is the thing. Then, right? Then types and distribution of precipitation. Types and distribution of precipitation. Then weather and climatic conditions. Weather and climate. Weather and climatic conditions. These are main things. See, there was an exception question which was asked. I told you, role of vaporization in hydrological cycle. Role of vaporization in hydrological cycle. This was a question. Exceptional questions these are. Okay, or it might be advanced topics. Rule on tricky type of questions these are. Okay, we'll see that also. Second, advanced is atmospheric stability and instability. Atmospheric stability and instability. Atmospheric stability and instability. Atmospheric stability, instability. Second, jet streams. Jet streams. What is the role of the jet streams, etc. Okay, then also temperature and tropical cyclones. Temperate and tropical. Temperate and tropical cyclones. Tropical cyclones. Fourth is your classifications of world climate. Classifications of world climate. That is Köppen's classification, Thorndike classification, Trivarta classification, etc. Then air masses and friends. Air masses and friends. These are all what called as advanced or rule based, tricky based questions. Now, exception, you see, exception, applied, hydrological cycle, exception based questions these are. Okay, then global climate, exception type of questions, right? Here we will be studying about the climate change, the dynamics of the climate, etc. Is it there? Then also role of man in the climate change, in that only. Role of man in the climate change. Man in climate change. right? Then also applied climatology and urban climate. Applied climatology and urban climate. Urban climate. Urban climate, right? See, these are the areas where the UPSC has not explored most. We need to explore this. These are the areas where the UPSC mostly asks the questions, advanced based questions. You need to prepare this. You know, sometimes in easy out of the three, generally if there is a second question, A, B, C, right? Here it might be climatology question, it might be geomorphology question, it might be oceanography question. So what he will do, he will add this type of questions here in the climatology. And these two will be very easy. These two, geomorphology, oceanography, will be very easy. You try to answer these two, but this will be 20 marks. You cannot answer, yes or no. So what they do, what we have to do, if you prepare certain topics very perfectly, if you answer this two will be very easy. So overall 60 marks will not go anywhere. Clear, right? That is a trick here. Generally that is a trick. And also we will use this atlas. I'll install the atlas here. We'll use the atlas also, right? Acha. Do you know how the atmosphere is formed? Tell me. Origin of the atmosphere. Okay, that is a structure of the layer, but how the atmosphere is formed, initial phases. You know in which atmosphere you are living? Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, etc. But is this the first atmosphere or is it the later atmosphere? It is the later. That means the first atmosphere was there. What was the first atmosphere and why it got modified? Earth, it is a process called as a degassing process. So initially when the earth was formed, it has its own atmosphere. Okay, this atmosphere was removed, okay, escaped by, okay, gravity. This is called as a primary atmosphere. Okay, first it was majorly earth was an inner planet to the sun, yes or no? Due to the inner planet temperature was high, yes. So inner planet near to the sun, primary atmosphere escaped. Inner planet near to the sun, primary atmosphere escaped because earth was near to the sun, more heat, more temperature. So inner planet, that means first atmosphere, because of which it was escaped, for one reason. Second reason is, can I say the earth was initially near to the sun? It was small size, small gravity. So it could not hold the atmosphere together. Because of the less gravity, atmosphere escaped. And the third was that the high energetic events. Okay, what is that high energetic events? Collision of black hole, collision of your neutron star, black hole. These are the major reasons why the earth atmosphere got escaped. Okay, when the earth original atmosphere got escaped, the earth moved away from the sun, right? When earth moved away from the sun, can I say it was cooling down? As it was cooling down, can I say that the outer layer will cool down faster than the inner layers? When the outer layer cooled down faster, inner layer still it is molten rock, there is a difference of temperature between the outer and inner, due to which what happened? There was a magma eruption took place. What was that eruption? It is called volcanic eruption. Can I say, in order to study the climatology, we need to study the climate. In order to study the climate change, we need to study the climatology. Yes or no? In the climatology, generally in the climatology, what do you find? Whatever the syllabus that are there, you will find these are the things majorly in the climatology. So if you want to have understand the climatology, we need to understand the in order to understand the climate change, we need to understand the process of climatology. How the rain occur, why the rain occur, how the heat moves, what is the temperature, what is the atmosphere, etc. So in the process of degassing also, what happened? The magma started moving up. That is volcanic eruption took place. When the volcanic eruption took place, what happened? It solidified, but with that, there was a number of gases which also comes out. And one of the gases was your water vapor. Water vapor was constituting 70 to 90 percentage. Then carbon dioxide, then nitrogen. That means still your life is not possible. Life is not possible here. What they did, what happened? This water vapor, when it is moved away, in the initial stage, this hot molten volcanic eruption took place, so it started moving up. Water vapor started escaping. Water vapor, when it condensed, formed the water, it precipitated. Yes or no? Then can I say water vapor is removed from the atmosphere? Water vapor is removed. 70 to 80% of the water vapor which was there, volcanic eruption, it was there, it formed clouds, water vapor removed. Which is the highest gas now? Carbon dioxide was highest gas, nitrogen was second highest. Now how did the carbon dioxide was removed? It is also called as a Gaussian hypothesis theory. What say? There was a bacteria, and that bacteria started consuming carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. So there was an exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen, and due to which the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere was removed. And carbon dioxide was removed. Then what happened? Then what happened? Oxygen was there. Oxygen was a top level, right? Oxygen was a top level. But what is the current composition of the gases? What is the current composition of gases? Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and what happened later? When this happened, nitrogen moved to the first, carbon dioxide was removed, oxygen remained. Then nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide. Is it clear? So this is the third layer of the atmosphere. First layer was modified, escaped. Second layer was modified. Now we are living in the third layer. The fourth layer which we are going to modify. Presently we are living in the Anthropocene period. Clear? Right? So this is your picture of the climatology. Starting the picture. What is climate? What do you mean by climate? Average weather conditions of a particular region. Weather conditions of a particular region. That is what called as a climate. In order to understand that, first we need to differentiate what is weather, what is climate. Generally, we say when you're going out, if you want to go to shopping, what do you say? What do you call? Is it climate or weather? We say yes or no. There is a change in the weather conditions, right? Just a minute. Okay. Can I say the weather is a generally weather describe the conditions of the place, the time, conditions of place and the time. That is called a weather. Weather is a fast changer than the climate. Yes or no? Weather changes very drastically. It is a dynamic change. Right, clear? So we'll discuss that later when the let's join. Start the topic. Geography batch is going to start soon. Those who are interested, is you can subscribe or you can enroll near to the head office. Okay. The head office. Thank you.